AITA for telling my MOH to stop attacking me after I told her it'd suck to cancel two large life plans for her baby shower. My maid of honor 29F found out she's pregnant and due in August. I 29F live a plane ride away from her. We've been friends for 15 years. Today my MOH mentioned planning a baby shower in a group chat with me and our other friend. We can call him Ben to 9M. She asked Ben, who is local to her, how can I make sure you can attend the baby shower? He has a demanding job. I have a salary job, and it's easy to get time off. MOH shared she wanted to have her baby shower on a specific long weekend between my wedding in April and her due date. I said I'm so sorry, that's other friend. Let's call her Sue S. wedding. MOH said woof, well I think that's the only weekend I can do it. Not only is it Sue's wedding, but I was also planning on going to an event in the weddings area with another friend, Daisy, who was planning to fly there for the event. I have no other plans the remaining weekends. I said I'd really hate to have to be an asshole and cancel on two people. I'd really appreciate if you did not put me in that position. Perhaps my wording was disrespectful there. My MOH shared that she did not understand why I have an issue canceling on Daisy, but Sue's wedding she can understand. I explained that if it came down to it, I would cancel both of them for her baby shower, but it just sucks to be in this position. She made several comments such as my baby shower doesn't revolve around your schedule and yeah, I get being upset about canceling things. I have to cancel and change things for the next 18 years. I chose to ignore these comments as she has shared she is hormonal and wants people to go easy on her. I asked her to speak to her husband's family about their schedule and let me know to try to de-escalate. She said she didn't understand why I was getting upset at her and I didn't understand where she was coming from. Where she's coming from is that she is guessing this weekend is the only weekend her husband's family is available, and the weather around that time would likely be ideal. That's when I snapped a bit and pointed out that I was ignoring her rude comments and just wanted to work with her because I love her, but she doesn't seem to see that effort, and asked her to stop attacking me. From there we did manage to de-escalate, but I still feel hurt that she was not willing to reconsider her plans for me, but had no problem asking Ben about how to make sure he can come. I also feel upset that she doesn't find it significant that I am being expected to cancel plans with multiple people that involve travel. Her opinion is I should have little problem canceling these other things for her baby shower. I love her. I will, but it still fucking sucks. AITA for telling my MOH to stop attacking me after I told her it'd suck to cancel two large life plans for her baby shower.
AITA for not forgiving my mom after she stole my inheritance? I, 28F, recently found out that my mom, 50s, has been hiding a pretty big secret from me and my siblings. Our grandfather passed away a few years ago, and he left each of his grandchildren a trust fund that he said he wanted us to have once we turned 25. I wasn't expecting much, just a small inheritance that would help me out, especially with student loans and some other debt. A few weeks ago, my older brother, 30M, mentioned something about the trust fund, and I realized I had never received any details or money. I assumed maybe I was just missing something, so I asked my mom about it. To my shock, she told me that she had already taken care of it for me. I assumed she meant that she had invested it or kept it in a safe place until I was ready, but no, she straight up told me she had spent it on things like family expenses and emergencies. When I asked her why she didn't tell me about it, she just brushed it off and said she didn't think I needed it and wasn't responsible enough to handle that kind of money. She even said that she knew best about what I needed and that I'd probably just waste it anyway. To say I was furious is an understatement. I confronted her about it, and she tried to defend herself by saying it was for the good of the family, and that the money was used to help with things like bills, repairs, and other family-related issues. When I asked why she didn't ask for our permission first, she said that she didn't think we would understand and that it was her decision since she was the one who raised us. She kept saying that I should just be grateful for what she did. I'm absolutely heartbroken and angry. It feels like she completely disregarded my right to that money, and I can't believe she thought it was okay to make decisions about something that was mine without telling me. I've been avoiding her ever since, and now I'm considering cutting her out of my life for good. My brother, on the other hand, says I'm overreacting and that she did what she thought was best. My dad is also saying that family is more important than money and that I should just let it go. But I feel like this is about trust, and I don't think I can forgive her for this. AITA for not forgiving my mom for stealing my inheritance?
AITA for promising my GF that I will help her with her loan, but now I am backing out cause she cheated on me. I, 23M, been together my GF, 24F, for almost 4 years. She was my first GF, I loved her way too much and TBH I still love her somewhat, we were school friends. My GF in early 2024 said that she wants to apply for masters and she asked me if I could help her. I instantly agreed cause back then I thought she would become my wife and I should support her. So I asked my father if he could help fund my GF's education. My father is quite successful and he agreed, but he said he won't give her the money but she should take a loan and he will cover up 60 to 70% of monthly payments, and my GF's family and my family agreed. But 3 months ago my GF cheated on me. She came to me and said that she had made a huge mistake. She got drunk in a party and kissed some other man and they oraled each other and had sex for a while in my own fucking car. I was devastated. I loved her so much and I forgave her, or I pretended IDK. I was in depression since then, but I hid it from her and everyone. She apologized to me and said she fucked up and she wanted to come clean and apologize to me and didn't want to hide it from me. I told her that I forgive her and she and her family took the loan. Call me petty or vengeful, but I was so hurt I didn't feel good about my partner is sleeping around and expects me to forgive her while seeking financial help from me just because my father is rich. Fuck that. So a few days ago I told her that I am breaking up with her and she won't get any more financial help from us. She freaked out and said why am I acting like this, and she thought I forgave her, but I just left. I told my father everything and he didn't even comfort me, just told me that I have learned a lesson and this is why he asked them to take a loan instead of just giving them money. I was kinda upset. But now she and her family are saying if I was going to leave her I should have left. I shouldn't have been petty and vengeful to the point I would ruin her life just cause she cheated, and told me that they will sue us. When I told my father, he said if they want to go to court they can, but they'll just ruin their finances even more, let them waste their money on their loan and court fees. They don't have any proof, it was just verbal agreement. Now I realized that no matter how rude my father is to me, he always cared for me and thought of me. He helped my partner, but even planned in case I get betrayed, and he loves me. But I kinda feel bad for my GF who is now my ex, and I feel like I went too far in my anger.
AITA for refusing to fund my boyfriend's genius idea. I have 24 have been dating my boyfriend M29 for 3 years, and while he's always been a bit wacky I usually find it kind of endearing. This time, however, he's really outdone himself. A few weeks ago, he told me he had a groundbreaking idea that would change humanity forever. Entertaining him, I asked what it was. His answer: he wants to invent a new color. Before we go any further, it's important to note we are both college graduates. I graduated in biochemistry last year and my boyfriend in philosophy a few years before, which makes this all the wilder, I guess. I tried to gently point out that colors exist as part of the visible spectrum of light, so unless he was about to discover some new wavelength, this might not be possible. But he waved me off, calling me close-minded and saying he was enlightened in a way you'll never be. At first, I just nodded and let him ramble about his vision, but then he told me he needed funding to start his research. Specifically, he wanted me to give him $4,000 so he could buy supplies, including advanced art tools, a lab coat because apparently, scientists wear them, so it would make him feel smarter, and wait for a trip to the desert because he thinks the pure sunlight there will inspire him. I told him absolutely not. I'm saving for grad school, and even if I weren't, I'm not dropping thousands of dollars on his, whatever this is. He got mad, saying I didn't believe in him or his potential to revolutionize human perception. He even accused me of being jealous that he had a world-changing idea and I didn't. It got really heated, and he ended up saying a lot of things about using my card as he knew the details anyway. For reference, he's been unemployed for a while now, whilst I've got a regular job. I ended up saying some things I do regret, but a lot of it was retaliation. Now he's sulking and telling everyone I'm unsupportive and afraid of innovation. His friends are backing him up, saying I should be encouraging his creativity instead of crushing his dreams. AITA for refusing to fund his quest to invent a new color. Edit. In terms of drugs, we smoke weed occasionally but haven't in the past few weeks. I've never seen him do any other drugs nor have I found any in the house. So, I don't know if I can really blame this on a bad trip. Second edit, thank you guys for all the advice. I've moved the majority of my money into my second bank account for now, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't have access to. In terms of his mental health, I'm not in the habit of sharing his personal history online, but seeing all your comments, I do agree that this might be a mental health issue, and I'm going to attempt to approach him with the idea of a consultation tomorrow. If anyone has any advice on that, please let me know, as I don't want it to come across as insulting. I know he was down after his job, but the comments have got me more worried about more serious illnesses that he may have.